Hi, my name is Todd Creager, and what I do is I help couples heal from crises such as infidelity. I also help couples rekindle passion, and I also help individuals heal from trauma and also get out of toxic relationships so that they could be into healthier relationships for the future, those that are more nurturing and more reciprocal. And today's video is just about that. It's called 5 things that gaslighters do to make you feel anxiety or shame. Now, what is gaslighting? I've said this in previous videos and articles, but I think I need to say it again. Gaslighting is the process of making you feel like you're crazy or there's something wrong with you. And the reason gaslighters do that is because they don't want to feel what they need to feel if they saw the truth. So they basically, in a shortcut way of saying it, they make you feel bad so they could feel comfortable. And it's epidemic out there. There's a lot of people that are getting, I'd say, snowballed, brainwashed into thinking there's something wrong with them. And one of my missions is to help those kinds of people, and maybe some of you that are watching this video, to break free of that. So, of course, the first thing in breaking free and breaking through to another pattern is to recognize these 5 things that gaslighters do to make you feel anxiety or shame. So here's number 1. Number 1 is they will deny the truth even if you have absolute evidence. I can't tell you how many clients I've seen come in to see me and they have evidence. They have evidence on the phone of what they said to other people, or they have, well, maybe not evidence, but they are really clear what the other person said, and that gaslighter will deny it, or will say, you said it, you've got it all mixed up. And oftentimes people that are with gaslighters, they tend to be very nurturing, adaptive, sometimes overly adaptive people. So they start to take on responsibilities, they doubt themselves. You know, questioning ourselves could be a very important thing. It prevents us from being arrogant. But at the same time, when you're with a gaslighter, it could really create you start to not trust yourself. God, I thought this was the truth, but this person's so convincing that maybe that person's right. Okay, the second thing that gaslighters do is they tell you who you are and why you're doing things, even though maybe your motivation is totally different. So for example, a gaslighter might tell you that you're selfish, that you don't think of anybody but yourself. But all you've done actually is finally had the courage to set a boundary after being in a relationship where that person has been manipulating you and you haven't. I've seen this happen when people come to see me and they are finally given permission by me to take care of themselves a little bit. So they'll set a boundary. They'll say, it's not okay for you to talk to me that way, so you know what, unless you change, I'm not going out with you tonight. And the partner will say, wow, are you selfish? You're so selfish. You know, you only think of yourself. I planned this date, I even spent money in advance of this date, and here you go. There's no owning of what this person is doing to you, but it can leave you feeling like, well, maybe he's right or she's right, and maybe I'm being selfish, even though all you're really doing is being healthy. But this person is projecting onto you these negative qualities and telling you, like I said, who you are, as opposed to this is just this person's projection, which serves the gaslighter. So, like I said before, that gaslighter could stay comfortable and not have to be a grown-up and not have to deal with the anxiety maybe of not getting his or her way exactly as he or she wants. So you just want to be aware of that. Third thing that gaslighters do is they will find your vulnerabilities. They're good at it, and they'll manipulate you. If they know that on some level you depend on them financially, they'll use that against you. If they know that on some level you depend on them to help with the kids, they'll use it against you. They'll say, well, okay, I'm not helping at all with the kids. Or a financial example, all right, I'm going to stop giving you money for a mortgage payment. See how you do then. And again, it's when oftentimes you're trying to be healthy and assertive, and this person will use these vulnerabilities that you have to get you anxious and knock you off your game so that you give in, so that they can stay comfortable. Okay, the fourth thing that gaslighters do to make you feel anxiety or shame is they actually treat you well. They give you positive reinforcement. They just are nice. I can't tell you how many clients have come to see me and go, how was your week? He was so nice. I'm just using he. It could be he or she, but I'm going to say he. He was so nice. But what happened before he was nice? She was really starting to assert herself. She was starting to set boundaries. She was starting to look for an apartment or something like that, which caused the anxiety, because this gaslighter doesn't want to lose you, so can start to really be nice and quite capable of being nice. The problem with that nice is it's not coming from an intent to be nice. It's coming from an intent to get his or her way ultimately, and will manipulate by being nice, which leaves you feeling like maybe I'm being too hard on this person. Maybe I'm only focusing on the negative. And so you end up thinking maybe I need to pay attention to these things. But it is not coming from a good place. If it was, you wouldn't be feeling the way you're feeling. Okay, and the fifth thing that gaslighters do to make you feel anxiety or shame is they wear you down gradually. They're not going to hit you all at once. It's sort of like that analogy they talk about putting a frog in a pot of water, and you put on the heat and it boils, but water, it doesn't happen instantly, right? So the frog is in there, doesn't realize, and suddenly it's boiling and the frog dies, okay? You don't realize how toxic this environment is. You don't realize how much you're giving up your true self until finally it's like, wow, I feel awful, I feel terrible. It's not healthy. But by that time, you've really lost so much time and lost so much of your well-being. So that's what they do. They weigh you down slowly. And so if you're feeling that, and on a scale of 1 to 10, at this time it's only a 3, it's important. Don't wait for it to be a 10. So these are the 5 things that gaslighters do to make you feel anxiety or shame. Be aware of it. Now also there's a free opt-in, and that all you need to do is you need to click on that opt-in, and it's called 7 Signs You Came from a Dysfunctional Family Checklist. So it is about your family you came from, the relationships you've been in, and it's going to give you more of an opportunity to be aware of how it affects you. And once you're aware, you could do something with it. Once you're aware, it can motivate you. And I have other videos, and I'll be talking more about other things about how to get out of those situations. I have a program on that. But just for now, that opt-in can be very, very helpful. So click on that, and hopefully you'll enjoy what you see. Okay, so again, I wish you the best. We all deserve to be in loving, nurturing relationships, and I want that for you. This is Todd Creager, making the world safe for love.